So whilst we were out and about raising awareness of our service and what a young carer is, we were doing training and speaking in school assemblies and things, we realised that there was a need for our young carers' voices to be within that training. It's really important for people to hear their points of view and what it's like to be a young carer. So we met with our local community media organisation, shmu, to get together to discuss opportunities for our young carers to learn about filmmaking and media and help them create a film about what being a young carer is and the challenges that they might face while doing that. So we had some support from the Health Improvement Fund at the Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership, and this funding allowed us to run a 11-week programme with 6 of our young carers who came to shmu every week for those 11 weeks, and they worked on making this short film about what it is to be a young carer and the challenges that they face. They also got the opportunity to make their own little short films, which they had a great time doing. They had a great laugh doing that, and I think they all learned a lot from it, and it was really, really great for us to see how they grew through these 11 weeks. They grew in confidence, they learned a lot of skills, and yeah, it was overall really, really great fun group for them. So the film that they created was inspired by retro games, and during the film they go through the levels of a game, and each level gives sort of a different aspect of being a young carer and the challenges that happen in their day-to-day life. So yeah, we hope everybody enjoys it.
I am Naya and I'm 12. It's someone who looks after someone close to them who sometimes struggles with things on like day-to-day basis. So it's not like a once a week thing, it's like an everyday thing. Kind of good because you get some like advantages, but sometimes it's like not advantage because sometimes you feel like really different to everyone else. So my brother has a like very rare disability called KIF1A, and it affects like his muscles and like his brain. So like the amount of times I've had to explain to people that my brother's like different, that I have to look after him, that it's like not as easy as it sounds. If we went to summer camp, like sometimes people won't actually understand. I do feel different from everyone else. So at school, I'll like say, I get to go on outings with young carers and they'll say, what's that? And I'll say, I look after my brother. And they're saying, what? You get perks to look after your brother? And I'm saying, but it's not like that because it's like pressuring them. Like sometimes you don't want to do it, but it's like waking up, you kind of have to do it.
My name is Sophie Lee. I'm 10 and a half. To help my mum called Amy, like in the shower and like doing the washing and washing up for her. And my friends don't know I'm a young carer. Not really, because like as I said, some of my friends don't really know. So this person in my class, she's kind of makes fun of some people, so that's why I don't tell her. No, because I just feel like I'm myself, like how I am now, because it just feels like I'm doing like daily things, but with like helping my mum. Barnardo's is fun because the first time I went to Barnardo's, I went ice skating. I fell on my bottom.
My name's Oliver and I'm 10. My role as a young carer is helping my mum doing the washing, doing the dishwasher, carry the heavy stuff. It's really hard to be a young carer. I mean, it's really fun, but also hard because you need to do a lot of more chores than normal people do. But it's still really fun because you could make your mum smile. Yeah, I do feel different from everyone else because everyone else that I know is not a young carer. I would recommend to go to Barnardo's because it's a really good group that can organize really fun stuff. We spray paint, we arts and crafts, and those stuff.
So the Barnardo's Aberdeen Young Care Service is for young people who are aged between 5 and 18, who are young carers and who live in Aberdeen. And a young carer, they might be looking after a family member, or it might be a neighbour, it might be somebody who's got a physical health need or a disability, it might be somebody who's got a mental health need. It could also be a sibling who's got an additional support need. It could be somebody who's deaf, who's blind, who has English as an additional language, so they need support in interpreting. It might be somebody with a terminal illness. So there's a whole range of young carers that would fit into our service who look after somebody for one of those reasons. So our young carers team in Barnardo's provides a range of supports. There is opportunity for one-to-one input with young carers. There are groups where you can benefit from peer support and just doing fun social activities. We can provide advocacy for young carers and their family. We can signpost to other services and to financial support for young carers. And we also offer training for professionals in a load of different settings. At Barnardo's, we'd really like to increase awareness of young carers, the needs and the challenges that they have, and just to help identify them, because we have around about 150 young carers registered with our service in Aberdeen, but we reckon there's probably about 2,000 of them in the city. So that's a lot, and we need your help to sort of spread the message to identify young carers. If you think that you might be a young carer yourself, or you are maybe you think there's somebody within your family or your school, we'd really like to hear from you. And what you can do is, if you're a young person, go and speak to your guidance teacher. They'll be able to refer you on. And if you're a professional, you can just use the contact details at the end of the film to get in touch and get a referral started.